We're going to start by going over a couple definitions that are on the front page of your pamphlet. A ratio. A ratio is just a relationship in quantity between two or more things. So for example, the ratio of TikTok likes to comments is 8-1. You could also see this ratio written in fraction form, 8-1, or written out 8-1. You can see ratios any of this way. So what does this mean? This means that if you had for 800 likes, you would have 100 comments. A rate is a ratio where quantities aren't measured the same way. The two quantities would have different units, and that's very important when you're talking about a rate. As an example, we can say 60 miles per 3 hours. Important here that you heard me say per. I want to highlight that when we're reading a rate, we're going to use that word per, and you're going to hear that a lot. I want you to get used to using that as well. I want to point out a rule of thumb when we're talking about rates. When we are using money as a unit, generally this will be in the numerator. This is important when you're comparing prices. Time, any unit of time is generally in the denominator, and that could be anything from seconds to days to months to years. Denominator. I can't talk and write at the same time. So this is just a rule of thumb that I want you to write down and reference as you need when you're setting up rates. Sometimes you might ask yourself, well, what units do I put where, in the numerator or the denominator? And this is just a rule of thumb. I'm going to, in the next lesson, I'm going to go through this a little bit more in detail, but just so you have that written down. And last but not least, for definitions is unit rate. This is going to be a rate for one of something. One is the important piece here, one of something. And it can be 1 day, it can be 1 minute, it can be 1 present, anything like that. I'm going to use the same example that I used above here. So if we had 60 miles in 3 hours, I want the unit rate, so I want it to be per 1 hour. And again, I used that word per when we're talking about the rate. So per 1 hour is what I would say here. We're kind of setting up we are setting up a proportion. To get from 3 hours to 1 hour, I'm going to divide by 3, which means I would do the same thing in the numerator to get an equivalent ratio, or rate in this case. 60 divided by 3 is 20. So my unit rate is going to be 20 miles per hour, and it is equivalent. See, I'm using this equal sign here. It's equivalent to 60 miles in 3 hours. If you flip open the pamphlet, I'd like to point out that unit rates are very helpful in comparing. So we have 2 animals here. Maybe they're both dogs. I don't know. Buster eats 20.5 ounces of food in 2 days, and Roxy eats 22.5 ounces of food in 3 days. If we wanted to compare the two of these, Buster and Roxy here, then what we could do is we could create unit rates. We want to get this per the same unit, because 2 days and 3 days, it's hard to figure out who's eating more. So for Buster, we can set up 20.5 ounces. Here's our rate per. Notice how I'm using the word per, 2 days. And then in my calculator, I can divide this out, 20.5 divided by 2. And when I do that, I get 10.25 ounces. and this is going to be per 1 day. Roxy over here, 22.5 ounces per 3 days. And we know from fractions that we can divide this out in my calculator, and I get 7.5 ounces per day. So Buster here eats more per day. I'm running out of room. Per day. If we wanted to compare the price of food in a grocery store, we could also set up a unit rate. We're going to set up the unit rate with money in the numerator. $3.49 per 2 pounds for the bananas and $4.15 per 3 pounds for the apples. In our calculator, we can divide this out. $3.49, again, this is divided by 2, and our calculator gives us 1.745. Now, we always need to round money to the nearest penny. Always round to nearest penny. The penny is in the hundredths place. So in this case, when you're rounding to the hundredths place, you're going to look next door to the right, and it's a 5. 5 or above, you're going to round up. So this becomes 175 per 1 pound. For the apples, we are going to plug this into our calculator, 415 divided by 3, and we're going to get 1.383, and the 3 is going to repeat. Again, we're going to round to the nearest penny. The penny is the hundredths place, so you're going to look next door to the right. It's a 3. This time we're going to round down. So this is going to be $1.38 per pound. And you notice here I wrote the 1 pound, here I didn't. You can just write pound, and that's assumed to be per 1.